Morehouse, shout out to him. Thank you so much for your support of Action Wrestling, making great events like today's doubleheader possible. Thank you to all of our sponsors. You know, I told Robert Martyr just about an hour and a half ago, I said, you know who you remind me of? He reminds me of Kurt Stallion, a guy that started off, he's got kind of, you look at him, you think he's a little bit unassuming, what's his deal? I don't know what, you know. But he travels all over the country, picking up a piece everywhere he goes. He is seasoned well beyond his years, and he is pound for pound one of the toughest guys in all of independent wrestling right now. No exaggeration. Robert Martyr's here to go tonight. Got a tough draw, though, Mose.
Well, to your point quickly on Martyr, his journey, this is the third different promotion I have seen him at in I think the last 3-4 weeks tops. Just that alone. You said it, Dylan. Challenge asked for by Martyr, getting a big one right here. And Ashton Starr, who we see every time here at Action, getting better and better.
He's one of these guys who I feel like the crowd has increasingly respected him.
No doubt.
He came in here, and I'll be honest, our crowd, I think at first was not exactly sure, but just by force of will, and frankly, by the level of talent and the level of improvement, that I've said this publicly, I'll say it here again publicly, Ashton Starr might be the most improved independent wrestler of the last 3 or 4 years. From where I saw him originally several years ago to where he is now, he is at a totally different level. This is a real pickup. This is a very, very difficult match to call a winner, and a match I'm extremely excited for here, if you can't tell. Also, our first time getting a look at that dude on Ashton Starr. He said on social media, we're getting a first look at the post-dreads Ashton Starr. Good-looking dude, I like it. But it's going to be a test here. Both these guys, I think, very adept grapplers. For sure. They both have some sort of flashy stuff in the toolkit that they can hit you with, very unique styles.
Very confident in their styles, very confident in what they do.
Both these guys are kind of oddly have a bullying style. You wouldn't necessarily think it, like if you've never seen him wrestle, but look at this counter.
Martyr. Yeah. When Martyr gets flowing, it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, that was a nice leg pick. Not sure.
Ashton with an answer right up, rolling through, got the leg.
Pulls him dead center there. What's he think? Maybe figure 4 variation? Oh, yes.
Excellent.
His own version, like a seated figure 4. And if you notice, he's pushing the legs outward. That creates a ton more pressure. Also creates pressure on the hamstrings as well. It's just a nerve hold.
And that's something that we're going to see possibly come into effect later in this match, because that whole time in there, man, that doesn't feel good, though. Martyr not showing any of it into a full mount S that was actually a penitent.
Yeah, that's old school, like Pat O'Connor style stuff there. You just use that front face lock, you roll with it. And if you know, look, anytime your shoulders are on the canvas, that could be it.
That's right.
I mean, that's right. People, I mean, I'm not kidding. You can finish somebody with a side headlock. If it's well executed, you know what you're doing. If your opponent's caught sleeping, that can be the end. So anytime you're on that canvas, you could potentially be in danger. Something you got to be cognizant of in this matchup if you're either of these competitors.
Starr.
Yeah,
well, with a name like Ashton Starr, you got to live up to it, and that is exactly how you do that.
Be proud of that one. I don't blame him. Look nice, but got to stick with it here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, getting confident by the second as Ashton Starr, and maybe get a little frustrated, Robert Martyr.
Yeah, Martyr, a young guy, but he's so talented as a grappler. I think he's not used to being out-wrestled even in a situation like that, so it's got to be a little bit frustrating.
Here we go. This is what Martyr wants. Making it a little grimy.
Nice. Arm drag variation of his own.
And a nod from Ashton.
This is kind of, sometimes you see guys standing there and they slap each other in the face as hard as they can. They hit each other with those forearms, and it's a test of wills. This is a kind of a similar situation where these guys are sort of testing the acumen of each other at various escapes and various holds. Nice kip up there.
Starr right back up, right back down.
That was Blatant.
And goes for it again. Ashton through, though. Excellent stuff out of Starr.
Got all of it. Quick cover.
Only 4-1, and Martyr to the outside, which is very. Look at that, Dylan.
Yeah, that's actually
rocks.
He's in pain, and you know if you're somebody who has that, let me tell you something. If you're a pro wrestler, you're gonna have back problems because it hurts landing hard in a pro wrestling ring. But the reality is, if you've got back problems and you get hit with a tilt-a-whirl like that, I mean that you could be in bad shape. I mean that simple thing can change the entire complexion of a match. Martyr, though, to his credit, did know to roll to the floor. It was very smart of Martyr.
And that was a thing of beauty by Ashton. Kick there. Kick to the gut.
Oh,
Start.
That's how he beat CT Keys
No
at our last event. That axe kick.
Martyr now something to mind. Huge kick.
Oh, man. Oh!
Poison Youth. Robert Martyr.
See, Ashton telegraphed it just a little bit, just a split second. And if you're in there, I happen to know that Robert Martyr probably studies more tape than almost any wrestler in the independents right now. Quick cover. Nice bridge. But this guy, he studies everything. Which means in a game of inches, in a game of milliseconds, if you give him an opening, he's going to find it.
And right to your point, something like this could be it. I mean, not in this exact moment per se, but that air gets cut off. You're going down. Ashton feels it. Huge back elbows.
Yeah, you got to fight your way out.
Martyr answers.
Out very quick. Oh my God! He folded him up.
No way. Ashton might be out.
That could well be it.
Martyr felt like that. You could see it in his eyes, man. Robert always zoned in, but that felt like the disrespect.
Robert Martyr is he's got a level of intensity that can be a little scary. All right.
Huge kick to the body. There you go, Ashton. Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, you're gonna get some attitude out of Ashton Starr, especially when you're talking that. Here we go. Martyr eating those words, but a great answer back.
That's like a bully choke almost.
I think it's under the chin.
Boy, that's a
breaking away.
That's a bad position to be in.
Martyr, I guess, felt.
I think
too early, right?
I think he thought Ashton was too close to the ropes.
Great point. Yeah. Oh my Lord!
And that was smart. He pulled him to the center ring.
Huge
Snap
suplex.
Martyr has really controlled the pace, and I gotta say that I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, Martyr's a very skilled technical wrestler. There's no question about it. Ashton is as well, but typically you'll see the veteran, the more established presence. Ashton's more of a veteran than Martyr is. You'll see them sort of try to dictate pace. That's usually the advantage you see the veteran take. And this matchup has been a little bit inverted.
Huge body shots now to the head from Starr. Body, head. Martyr reversals. Ashton out, though.
Got all the
Ashton
way.
Starr!
Nice!
2! Woo. Oh, the snap on that.
Yeah, it was almost like a delayed head scissors. You made him think about it for a second.
Martyr may be caught in time right now.
Yeah, and Martyr's got to be real careful here. Because Ashton, that's a nice pistol drop kick.
On the chin.
2! And Ashton's one of these guys who can finish you a variety of ways. The thing about Ashton Starr is there's 3, 4, 5, 6 different ways he can beat you at any moment. Some of this crowd thought that was a 3. Yep. I don't know if I agree with that.
No, it was 2. It was close.
Referee Daryl Hall's a damn good official. I'm not going to question his officiating here tonight, but I get the spirit there.
Ashton still on his feet. I don't know how. Still there. Martyr not stopping one bit.
Ashton's a tough guy. He's also a bigger man, but Martyr's really throwing those elbows.
Loading up. Starr. No!
Oh, my God. Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Woo, man. He just popped that shoulder. But the thing is, you can pop a shoulder you want. It's the neck you got to worry about there. Because you get double impact. Oh, what's he looking for here? Maybe a tiger driver?
Yeah, he likes that. He's got a pretty one. He's got a brutal.
Got it!
Right into the
2 and 3, no!
You talked about the tape study. You talked about so young is Robert Martyr, but that is the vet move to drop down right into that pin. I mean, every bit of that was efficient as it gets.
That is a decision there not to drop into the seated position, instead to float forward, to throw your weight forward. But the resiliency of Ashton Starr there. And let me tell you something, a lot of matches, that's it.
That's it, absolutely.
Nice count. Oh! Got all that. Back kick.
Martyr hooked.
All the way up. Oh! German with a bridge. 2!
That was so pretty. That was as good as it gets.
We talked about it being a game of inches. I'm going to say this right now. His neck took some damage a little bit earlier. We've seen Ashton Starr bridges. That was a pretty one. But he's capable of even better than that. And I wonder if some of the damage to the neck earlier in the match might have made a difference in that right there.
Starr just a battering ram right now to the body of Martyr. Each combatant is attacking the other's body. Ashton
avoids it. Is he going for it? Look for a sunset flip.
No,
Martyr roll through. Oh, look at that cradle. That's it. And I'm hesitant to call it an upset because, like I said, Martyr's been all over this country. Daryl Hall, Ashton's saying, I think he's saying that he thinks he kicks it. I mean, it was close, very close. We've seen some other situations here at Action where we've seen very, very close finishes, where a fraction of a second makes all the difference. This is yet another example of Ashton pleading his case here. I'm going to be honest with you, Mose. I'd like to see him run that one back.
Just how much Ashton is talking here, the kind of, that was a real war, and still the energy right now tells you how much he wanted this match. I'm with you. Let's run that one back.
Martyr, wise beyond his years. He's got a lot of tricks. Ashton suffers a tough defeat here. A big victory for Martyr. I gotta say, I think that's one that we will run back. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I think we might see as a office adjacent personality here at Action Wrestling. I think, Mose, that's one I'd like to see run back one more time down the road.
I'm one of the best.